Well, here we are, another weekend gone by. It is April 14th, about 2 o'clock. And I haven't had a video in a while because we had some issues going back and forth with things we were doing here. And there wasn't much to show you. But as the winter has gone by, and now that the front of the building has been out in the sun, the low sun, you can see up at the peak how the small pieces have shrunk tremendously. If I could zoom in there, you can see the gap. See that up there? How it looks like it's down 3/4 of an inch. So I think I'm going to take off 3 of those on each side, 3, and move them up and put them back in place this summer. So, and then we're going to stain it this summer. So let's go inside. We hired someone to do the, not the sheetrock, we did the sheetrock, but hired somebody to do the taping. I just don't like taping. And after 3 days of him being here, he did a terrible job. So it took us quite a while to, consequently I let him go. We paid him a portion of what I thought was fair. And no hard feelings, I told him. And it took us 2 weekends just to straighten it out. And then we proceeded to paint. And I haven't shown you a video since it's been painted. I believe I showed you a video with the paneling that we put up here. So I can't tell you what the name of the colors are, but more of a chocolate milk color. And the ceilings are not white. It's an actual cream color. And you could probably see it better over here. I didn't want a typical white ceiling. This was the color we chose. Actually, I wanted to do it a little brighter. Well, I'm happy with what we have. And next time we come, we're going to empty out the bath. This is the bathroom here. We're going to finish off the bathroom and finish off the insulation, finish off the, I think I'm going to insulate the bathroom from the walls down to the plumbing just to keep the heat in if we want just a little cube type heater in here on a cooler night that we don't want to put the electric heat on. There will be an 2-foot electric baseboard heater in here, electric. Also this weekend we mounted our baseboard heat. These are something that I've had in my basement for many years, a few decades. And we pulled them out, we sanded them, we painted them. We painted them the body color of the walls, and they match quite well. That one that I just showed you is a 4-footer. This one is this is a 7-footer. And I think all in all, I'll have, pretty simple math, I'll have 13 feet of it. And I have it on one double pole 20 amp breaker, and it'll heat the entire place. It's pretty much 10 watts per square foot if it's an old home, and 7 watts per square foot if it's a new construction. And this is very, very well insulated, so I'm somewhere in between. I think this is 380 square feet, and I forgot the actual wattage, but you can figure it out. It's 250 watts per foot is what it consumes. And anyway, and so next time we come, we've got a few things to do. That window over there has its extension jambs, meaning the boards here come out flush to the wall. Now the trim will go on to here, back in this area here, with a 1/4 inch reveal. This one over here does not have the extension jambs, and I'm not very good at that. Even though it's a simple process, securing them is one thing, because they've got to be attached to here somehow. This one is easier too, but then over here, the plastic window, I don't know how to do it. I really don't know how to do it. This plastic is up over the window, so we don't have to put the curtains back up yet. And This way here, nobody can see in. So if anybody out there knows how to secure it to the plastic window while they're in place, let me know. Not that there's a heck of a lot of people that follow. They would give me the advice. But so on the floor here, we've had these boards drying in here for quite a while. And you can see the saw marks on them. We sanded them all day yesterday with 80 grit paper. I didn't want to remove the lines. And you can see here, let me back out again, how we ripped these down. These were 9 3/4 inch boards, and I ripped them in half. So that's going to be the size of our baseboard trim and our window trim. Let me see if I can show you this board here. You can see on the edges the saw cuts, all of the dashes, if you want to call it that. And then when you turn it over, it gives it quite the cool color. Not sure what color we're going to stain it yet, but I guess we'll have to figure that out once we figure out the floor, what floor coloring we're going to put in. So that's it for now. I guess the next thing too is to get an electrician in here and wire my 200 amp panel out in the shed part. The boys at work told me that very easy to do. They'll show me how to do it. I would just have a professional do that. I'm going to guess it's going to be 2 hours, and up here it's $65 an hour for an electrician. Up here, these two can lights, these are going to be sealed type LED lights. I put a 5-inch can in there. They have 6-inch, but I was told put a 5-inch can in case the sheetrock work doesn't come out well. The 5-inch lights fit a 6-inch light. Actually, the 6-inch fits a 5-inch, so it has quite the rim around it to make up for any cuts that are pretty wide. So you can see that one right there. That's pretty wide there. When I never used a roto zip before. So coming along, I guess once we have the extension jambs in the windows, we can proceed and start putting the trim on. I can put the trim over in that corner along this wall because it doesn't hit a doorway. This here, I can't. I have to put the trim on the door first, and the baseboard butts against it. Over in that corner there, the kitchen cabinet has to go in first before the baseboard goes in. Over here, I can put it in here, and around the corner, but I believe the stove, the electric stove, is going to come right to this edge, so I may not wrap it around the corner. We're also going to take another piece of the called novelty pine and cut it and fit it in down there. Then I guess I don't know if I'm going to put a trim board there or not. Maybe I'll just fill in this little slot here with a 3/4 inch piece and run the floor right up against the pine siding here, and maybe just a little quarter round, maybe a larger quarter round at the bottom to finish it off. See these coffee trays? I'm not a big coffee drinker, though I drink one coffee every day, but my pastor is a big coffee guy, and he must have had 4 or 5 stacks, double that height, in his garage. If you're looking for a great fire starter, there's nothing better than that right there. It is just, today's newspaper hardly burns, but that stuff, excellent for starting fires. Also, I heard that birch bark is spectacular too at starting fires with the sap and I forgot exactly what it's called, but like a paraffin or parin or something that's in the oils that are in the bark too. It's just great. So I guess that's it. And until next time. And over and out.